Try these 5 Suhoor foods if you want to maximize your energy levels, minimize your hunger, and maintain muscle while burning fat all day long while you're fasting in Ramadan. Bismillah, let's dive in. Number 1 is eggs. These are my favorite because they're high in protein, micronutrients, healthy fats, which keep you full all day long and give you tons of energy. This is great food for breakfast outside of Ramadan as well, but they need to be pasture-raised eggs. You want a nice, dark, nutritious yolk as opposed to those pale yolks that you get in those cheap eggs that are cheap, but unfortunately lack the nutrients that the more expensive eggs have. Invest in yourself at least for Ramadan, but hopefully year-round, so you can ultimately get the best health benefits. This is much better than the high carb sahurs that most people have that spike your blood sugar only for it to crash, leaving you tired and hungry all day long. So eat eggs. However, the one downside with eggs is some people don't have an appetite for eggs in the morning. So if that's the case, come to food number 2 on the list, which is Greek yogurt. This is very delicious and easy to eat in the morning, and it contains a special type of protein called casein that lasts for a very long time, which means it's gonna last you all day long during your fast. It goes really, really well as dessert after your eggs, or again, if you don't have an appetite for eggs, just eat Greek yogurt by itself. If you're somebody who needs to lose weight, do the fat-free, sugar-free version of Greek yogurt so that the calories are not too high. However, if you're somebody who loses too much weight in Ramadan and you want to maintain your weight or even gain weight during Ramadan, then you want to do the full fat variation. You can even put fruit and honey in it to get extra calories. Just be mindful of the sugar because again, even though fruits don't spike your blood sugar the way that processed sugars do, you still need to be careful. So one great fruit that doesn't spike your blood sugar like others do is dates. And this is actually a bonus food that I don't typically have on this list, but I recently added it a couple years ago because I heard that the Prophet ﷺ used to not just break his fast with dates, but he would have them at Suhoor. And once I added it just for the Sunnah benefits, I actually saw a lot of other benefits on my digestion, my energy, my hydration, because dates are an amazing Sunnah superfood you can include with your Suhoor. So that's bonus number 6, but let's get into the rest of my original list of 5. The third food on the list is going to be lean meats like chicken breast, lean beef. And for those who actually need to retain their weight or gain weight during Ramadan, lamb is a great source as well. However, again, if you're somebody who needs to lose weight, lamb does have too many calories, so you need to be careful with this. But any lean meats that you choose are an amazing source of long-lasting protein. And for those who can afford to eat the calories in lamb, lamb is gonna keep you full all day long. You're not gonna be hungry at all. Your biggest issue is gonna be hydration. But again, we added the bonus food dates, which again, they do raise your blood sugar slightly, but they don't spike it like processed sugars do. So you're not gonna get any of the negative side effects of processed sugars, but you will get the hydration benefits. But taking it back to meat, a lot of people might be thinking, well, that's not really practical. At Suhoor time, you barely have any time. Can I really grill some chicken breast or make some kebabs? No problem. You want to meal prep them beforehand, before the week. So you just literally take them out of the fridge, put them in the microwave. Don't worry, microwaves do not cause as much radiation, nearly as much radiation as even taking a flight. So if you're scared of radiation, you can never visit your family back home. Just kidding. But don't worry, microwaves aren't going to kill you. Very, very easy. And if you're still scared of the microwave or you want it a little bit more crispy, you can pop into the air fryer. You can pre-make some lean beef kebabs. Very delicious. Just be mindful though, if you put too much spice in the kebabs, the spice is going to dehydrate you a bit. Same with too much salt. Go ahead and make some mild kebabs. And what you can do is you can even dip them in plain Greek yogurt, which is an amazing dip. And you can even add a couple raita spices to it to ultimately make it like kebabs and raita for breakfast, aka Suhoor, as long as you don't mind the spiciness and the saltiness early in the morning. For those who like fish, I also like to put fish in the category of meat. So salmon is an amazing food, wild-caught salmon that has a lot of omega-3s that are good for preventing inflammation, giving you energy, and ultimately giving you those long-lasting protein sources that you need that you'll find in any other meat. Suhoor food number 4 is whey protein. Now, if you're allergic to whey, you could do a plant-based protein, but I always prefer whey protein, a high-quality whey protein, because this is going to help you to get a little bit more protein in your Suhoor. Because at the end of the day, it's a limited time that you have during Suhoor to actually eat, unless you want to wake up super early. And sometimes it can be very hard to eat a lot of food at Suhoor. So whey protein is a great way to bump up the protein count without really bumping up the calorie count too much in a convenient and fast way. The only thing is that whey protein is very fast digesting. So I recommend having this at the end of your meal so that the other food in your stomach slows it down a little bit after you've already eaten the more filling and longer lasting sources of protein. You could drink casein protein in the morning, but honestly, I'm not a fan. Whenever I drink casein protein, it always feels very heavy to me. So I always choose the whey because it feels better. And at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you feel good when you're praying Fajr after Suhoor. You don't just want to eat a giant Suhoor that makes you sluggish and messes up your ibadah for the whole day. Now I'm gonna give you food number 5, and then I might have some more bonuses for you as well. But number 5 is gonna be any other source of healthy fats. Now, between the meats and the eggs, for a lot of people, that's already gonna be a lot of healthy fats and more than enough. But if you want to bump up the calorie count, especially for those who struggle to retain their weight during Ramadan or who want to gain weight, avocado and nuts are amazing, and same with olive oil, which is another Sunnah superfood. Black seed oil is great too, and even for those who need to lose weight, you could have a teaspoon of black seed oil, which isn't that many calories before your meal, to actually help with your digestion, your immunity, and your overall health. But at the end of the day, adding those healthy fats will also keep you fuller for longer and help you retain your weight if the goal is to retain weight, but you need to be very careful with the fats and always measure and moderate the quantities if you're somebody who needs to lose weight. Because at the end of the day, to get into a fat burning state, you need to be in a calorie deficit, and doing a calorie deficit primarily comprised of protein with a little bit of healthy fats and only a little bit of carbs from the fruit, aka the dates, and even melon, another Sunnah superfood that helps with hydration at Suhoor time if eaten in moderation. This is gonna get your body in a fat burning state. But if you're in a calorie surplus, like most people are in Ramadan from eating way too much, doesn't matter if you're fasting, doesn't even matter if you exercise, if you're in a surplus, you're not gonna lose weight. Do you need help losing fat either before Ramadan, during Ramadan, or after Ramadan? Don't worry, we've got you covered. I'm gonna attach a link to our coaching and our app below so you can choose which option makes sense for you, whether you need the app to go at your own pace or whether you need hands-on coaching to hold you accountable and push you to go at a faster pace and lose the weight at a steady clip while elevating your ibadah. And remember guys, at the end of the day, the purpose of all of these foods is not just for fat loss, not just for vanity. Yeah, of course having a six-pack is great, and if you can't have a six-pack, then go get it. But at the end of the day, the purpose of Ramadan is to become closer with Allah and do more ibadah. So remember, these foods do help you burn fat and build muscle, but the fat loss and muscle growth are a byproduct of optimizing your energy and your health for the purpose of, number one, taking care of the body Allah gave us for the sake of Allah, and number two, having the energy to do more ibadah during Ramadan. Take advantage of Taraweeh and all the other extra ibadah we can do. Read the Quran, be kind to your family, go and work hard to provide for your family with all this energy that you have, but make sure you do your extra ibadah, build those habits before Ramadan, maintain them and be disciplined during Ramadan, and ultimately see success afterwards. I'm gonna attach a couple more videos on hydration and iftar strategy here. Go ahead and check them out, and inshallah, I'll see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.